always, Tippin. What's up, dudes? I'm Pimo.
I'm D-Bag.
And we've been doing, I don't know if you guys are aware, we've been doing some videos every other week on Gaming Authority's page. They're good people over there. JP Storm's a great guy. He recently put out a video in a robe at 3 in the morning. It was probably noon. And pretty much looked like a bum. He's a really nice guy, very handsome, but he was looking rough. But we took his lead. He had so many views on the video. It's a great video. We decided to, you know, if you can't beat him, join him. So we stopped by this bathhouse. Just gonna hang out with a bunch of dudes, and put out some good content for you guys, and be comfortable doing it. Look like bums. So thanks, JP. So anyway, what we're gonna bring you today is cover 4, how to exploit cover 4 palms. You can cancel out the coverage. That's not our find, but it does work. And then cover 4 drop and that blitz out of cover 4 drop that a lot of people use. Also, some of our subscribers have put out there that our videos are a little long and that we talk too much, and by we I mean me. And that's cool. That we understand that. So if you just want the facts, we're going to try to shorten the videos a little bit, but it's kind of hard to do when we want to explain stuff to you. But if you want longer stuff or you want more detailed explanation, leave us a comment. Some of you have, and we've gotten back to you and helped you out, and that's what we want to do. But otherwise, we're trying to shorten the videos a little bit and just give you the facts, to quote the great movie Dragnet that he's never seen. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to show you those, and then we're going to touch base afterwards. We're just going to hang out with these guys for a while, so enjoy the video. All right, guys, so we're going to pick Trips Halfback Week. This smash play I really like because it has a post and 2 corners essentially. One's a C route corner, which is pretty good this year. So I'm going to flip it so the trips is to the field and pick smash. He's going to pick cover 4 palms out of big nickel over G. So there's our play art stock. We're going to run it and see what potentially is open. I'm going to try to get some time. So I see some things that are open. He didn't user it, obviously. So, look at Garoppolo. He's all upset. Look, relax. Okay, so we're going to show it. The thing I really like about palms is also its detriment. So, you can't normally put this receiver on a hitch route if he's wide out. It's a comeback or a smoke screen. So, the fact that he's on a hitch is actually really nice. It brings down the cornerback so nicely. Then we have, we put our fastest guy right here, and that's Goodwin. He's going to break real nice and has more of a potential to get open on that corner route. Right here, Chung plays it actually really well, but there's still potential there. And then this one, if he doesn't user it, this post, that'll cross the safety. I don't know why the safety continues to get depth there.
He just keeps running.
Yeah, it's goofy. So he's going to either have to user that. I mean, that's open. And then this C route over here, you can hit it on an inside. We've done it many times. Once this flat protection clears him, you can hit him right there with an inside lead, or you can wait for the corner to get open. I mean, that's against Gilmore, and it's still possibly open. So we're going to do some hot routes real quick to make it better, and we're going to show you why. So, like we said, Chung played that corner a little more closely than we would have liked. And if you run this normal, he's going to play. So now he's going to user this post or the corner, which I don't know which, but we're going to go and see that corner's open. Now, he's going to have to really, if it's a good user and he has faith in his safeties, let's say he mans them up or whatever adjustments he does. So go ahead and play the corner, user it. See, that's just, it's not going to happen if he users it. So you have to be able to identify it. How can we take Chung out of that picture? His next responsibility in palms coverage is to get R1 or X if they go into the flat. So let's have him do that. We'll just simply do an out route by Samuel. Now, what that does is the user is no longer going to have to worry about that post route. So he's definitely going to follow the corner this time. But, again, if you catch Darius sleeping, he was checking his phone. So that's even more open if you guys notice it, because Chung had to follow the out route. So that out route and the hitch are off the table. Those aren't going to be open. That's fine. We're looking for that corner. Now he knows that's coming. The next thing we're going to do to make it even better So we're going to put that on the out route. So the cornerback is taken out of the picture. Chung, the nickel, is taken out of the picture. He's going to user that corner route probably if he was smart. So what we're going to do is put the running back on a hitch route or on a little option route. That's hopefully going to bring down that Mike linebacker that you see there because he's matching him anyway. And then if he's matched on him, Coleman's going to break to the sideline. But then we're going to put Pettis on a slant route. Now, even we have Gilmore on him. That's the reason we use the Patriots. The best corner in the game, he's still not going to be able to follow that slant route with anybody with any kind of speed at all. And that's Pettis. He's got like 91, I think.
Right.
So he's going to user that corner if he's smart. And the slant's wide open. So what we're basically doing is we're touching on all the things we put other videos out on. You're attacking his user. That's the only thing that's not coded in the game, guys. All the other zones are going to be coded. He's the one that's going to be the ace up your sleeve because we don't know what he's going to do. So we're trying to code him, essentially. Let's give him that corner route. We'll put the slant. Now you run it a couple times. He knows that slant's coming. He tries to make adjustments to get that corner. It's such a good corner route. There's not much he can do. He can man somebody up. He can do some other things. But let's say he keys on the slant this time. Like we've said before, that corner route's wide open. For the safety to try to get over there in time, he's way out of leverage. So that's the first hot route adjustments we're going to do. We're basically flooding the left side of the field, but we're not doing it on the same side. It's all about timing and levels. Because if you do all the same thing, like I'm going to do, like let's say we're doing this, if you're doing all the same levels, everybody's going to, it's so easy to cover. I mean, look at that. Nobody's open. Nobody's open. That's why you've got to create some levels and you've got to create some timings on the breaking routes. So obviously Sanders is going to break first, then Samuel, then Goodwin. And then you're going to have Pettis on this slant, and you're going to have him on the hitch. So they're all going to break at different times. It puts a lot of stress on the user. Who's he going to cover? Who's he going to cover? Oh. He covers the slant, but I catch him sleeping. So that's essentially it. That's the way to develop a hot route. So we're going to readjust and show you something else, how to cancel out the match coverage. Okay, guys, we can't take credit for this one. If you move a receiver over to the other side, like the running back, now there's 4 potential receivers to the left. That cancels out match coverage. That was put out by Ant Cap on Playbook GG. That's the first place I saw it, but many people have put that out. So that will cancel match coverage. Now, if he doesn't know that, if he runs palms and doesn't know that that's canceling out, it's definitely beneficial in our favor. But even if he does know, so we're going to run it stock. I just blocked the running back. But you're going to see everything plays a lot differently. That corner route's not as open. You think it is, but it's really not. It's something you can user. The post was covered, everything like that. So to make that better, we're just going to move Coleman over. We're going to put him on his option route that we love to do. Nobody's going to match him, so he's just going to sit there. That puts the stress on the user. What's he going to cover? Now, if we want that corner route to get open again, we're going to end up streaking Sanders, and we're going to put R1 on the flat route. So the corner is going to get pushed back. The flat coverage, we're going to allow him to take Samuel, and Goodwin's going to be open. So he's going to, as a user, he's just going to user Coleman on this particular time, and then we're going to show you what happens. So look, he follows the corner route at first, the flat protection, but then he breaks down on the flat, he has to come down on the flat. So if you're patient enough to throw that, if you have pressure, then you throw it to the flat. But what we can do to make that better is once your user starts keying in on that, and let's say he mans up somebody to Coleman, it's an option route, so he'll break outside, but that's not the point. It's if he's willing to give up that little tiny route and wants to take the corner route more often, all you do is simply, again, you bring this slant across. So you're flooding the right side of the field, center, east, center, west, the east side of the field, and you're putting a lot of stress on everybody. This slant should get underneath the safety. It should get behind the linebacker and underneath the safety. Or underneath the linebacker, it doesn't matter. So right there it's open. And of course he drops it because it's Pettis. That's why we're probably going to cut him. But that's not the point. If you look at it, it's basically the same concept. You're moving him over to cancel out the play or the match coverage. Put him on a little option route. You put R1 on a flat. You streak him. It's even better if you switch Goodwin out for Sanders. We didn't do that, but that Goodwin's almost too fast for that corner route. Sanders doesn't get enough separation with the corner. But if you look at it, we'll play it again. User, I'm not really going to throw it because I wanted to show the routes develop. There's things that are open. It's easy to do that. If he doesn't know that it's the match coverage has been canceled out, he'll user things differently, and then you can exploit it. Okay, guys, here's against drop show, another common cover 4 coverage that works. The good thing about it is we're going to move. We have the same exact hot routes that we had for when we canceled out the palms coverage. And it works for drop show too, obviously, because they're in just drop zones. They're not in match coverage. So it's obviously going to work as well. So you don't need to necessarily determine if it's palms or drop. We know it's drop because it's a 3-man front, and 3-man front do not have, or 3-4s, there's no palm coverage in 3-4. So I know this is drop. So that being said, I could do the same hot routes for what we did with the palms cancel coverage, and now you just basically read his user, who he's going to cover. See, and he actually tricked me because I thought he was going to go after the slant. Now, a typical user would, but he knows I throw to him, so it's kind of hard to do that. But if he sits on Coleman, like I said, you have this slant that goes into the or in front of the safety. Sorry. So he's either going to have to chase the corner, sit on Coleman, or chase the slant. And of course, he chases the slant, but fails. So that's what I'm saying. You can use the same adjustments, the same hot routes that you did for when you canceled out the palms coverage. So now we're going to show you against the common blitz. Okay, guys, we wanted to show you against the common drop show 2 blitz that everybody uses and gets everybody frustrated. You're not going to be able to hit a big play over this, really, because you're not going to have the time. And my philosophy is rather than leave a bunch of people in to try to block it and pick it up, I'm going to try to exploit it. So as you can see here, there's his play art. And I don't run this, so I don't know what the setups are. I'm sure there's different setups, and like Braylon runs this constantly, which is cool. I mean, he's really good at usering and stuff as well. So this, I know he's using McCourty. That's not the point. There's my play art. I'm leaving the post in there. I'm putting a slant on the backside, Goodwin in a smart hitch, and I'm leaving Sanders on that normal hitch. Like I said, you can't audible him to a hitch. So that's why this play is beneficial. If somebody's running that to you, you pick plays that you can't audible to or hot route to. And then we got a swing route by Coleman out of the backfield. Now, what we're saying is you're going to have to determine pre-snap who you're going to throw to and just go with it. Let's say he's given me some tell that I know he's using McCourty. I'm obviously going to try to hit Pettis with that slant. He could do stuff to man it up. He could drop somebody back into a spy or something like that, or a hook curl. I understand all that, but you have to. That's part of the chess match. So let's say he's doing that, and I change my mind and I want to hit Coleman. I would rather take this chance of trying to beat somebody. I got 3 yards. That's better than getting sacked. And even if I would have got tackled in the backfield, it's still giving me a chance one-on-one to do that. I could move him over, give the impression that I'm blocking. Maybe he gets out of the blitz. He's going to go ahead and give some tell that he uses the other side. He's using Chung now because let's say we've tried to hit this slant and we were successful a couple times, so he's going to try to cover it manually and see it. So then Sanders or Goodwin's going to be open. If he's hard flatted, Goodwin's going to be open. If he's in a regular like he is now, I'm going to try to hit Goodwin. Okay, it doesn't work. That could be a pick. I mean, it could be a lot of things. But the point is you're trying to give yourself different routes that you can do that, exploit what he's doing. If he's constantly running this play, you bring Coleman over. This swing route should always be open. And you're giving him more of a fighting chance to, maybe pick up a block or get at least some kind of positive yardage. And if he covers it, if he puts somebody on, he's taking people off the blitz and he's covering it. So you've hit it a couple times. You want to give him the impression that you're doing it again. You continue to just try to keep him on his toes. See, he backed up too much on the slant. He didn't attack the leverage right. So that's what we're telling you to do, is just try to rely on routes that you can't get through a hot route, like Sanders on that little hitch route. And you're going to have to dink him and dunk him until he gets out of that, and then you can hit him with something deep.
Closing thoughts. One last time to talk some trash before we are done with this show. Closing thoughts. We gonna run a mouse before you guys decide you're gonna click off.
Closing thoughts. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's actually very relaxing.
The people there are pretty cool.
They were very nice.
Yeah.
We were the only ones clothed.
Yeah.
We were wearing the robes.
Yeah.
Everybody else was just very comfortable with themselves. I'm not. So, whatever. But we met a bunch of dudes that we're just going to invite them back to our house. We're going to have a house party and talk about Madden and just hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're excited. But hopefully that video helped you guys out. Like I said, once you know what the zones are supposed to do and what their job is and their assignment is, it's pretty easy to make some quick hot routes that complement each other and play off each other and exploit that. So, and we want to show you guys stuff with user involved so you guys can get a more accurate way of how to beat it, rather than just showing you in practice mode and
right.
that guy could click on and beat it. So we want to show you that. We're gonna make this quick because we want to get to the party. There's some chips calling our name, so we're excited. But check us out next week. We're gonna drop some more, come up with some new content for you guys. And like I said, if you have any questions about anything, leave us a comment. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones. Have a house party, and use that for admittance. Say you guys can come in for free if you join Always Tippin'.
Yeah.
Throw us a bone. But thanks. Other than that, guys, remember, we always tippin'.
I'm gonna go party.
Never. All right.
Hey. How about a hug?